Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Satgurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Janakalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Satgurum Brahmavidvaram Manojavam Marutatulyabegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vatatmajam Vanarayutamukhyam Sri Ramadutam Sirasa Namami Santoshini Jaganmata Mama Savo Bhagyavriddhaye Namaskaromi Bhaktya Tvam Prasanna Varada Bhava Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Gridau Vande Bhagavandau Punah Punah Om Namah Pranavarthaya Shuddha Jnanayikamurtaye Nirmalaya Prashandaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Satchitanandarupaya Vishwotpattyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Numaha Nilambujasyamalakomalangam Sita Samaropita Vamabhagam Panau Mahasayaka Charuchapam Namami Ramam Raghuvamshanatham Janmatyasya yatonvayadidaratacharteshu bhityaswarat Tene brahmahridaya adigavaye muhyanti yatsurayah Tejo varibhridam yatha vinimayo yatra trisargo mrisha Dhamna svena sada nirastakuhakam Satyam param dhimahi Dharma projita gaita putra paramo Nirmatsaranam satam Vedyam vastavamatra vastu shivatam Tapatrayonmulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamunikrite Kim va parairishvaraha Sadyo hridyavarudyate trakritibihi Shushrushubittakshanad Nigamakalpadaror galitam phalam Sukamukhat amrutatrava samyutam Pipada bhagavatam rasamalayam Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavuka Yam pravrajandamanupedamakrityam Dvaipayano virahakatara ajuhava Putreti tanmayataya taravo vineduhu Tam sarvabodhahridayam munimanatosmi Yasvanubhavamakilashrudisaramekam Adhyatmadipamatitirshatam tamondam Samsarinam karunayaha puranaguhyam Tam vyasasunumupayami gurum muninam Narayanam namaskritya naram jaiva narottamam Devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudirayet. So we have been enjoying the beautiful Shishulila of Bhagavan. All the parents who are here, No, when the children are little, they are enjoyable. But when they become teenagers, unbearable. Children like to eat some dust. Nowadays, all marbled floor, children don't get anything. Elder brother reported that Krishna ate mud. Bhagavan standard answer, I plead not guilty. You said, you heard I ate, isn't it? But I will show you my mouth. Again, he opened his mouth and showed Yashodaji the whole Brahmanda in his mouth. She started thinking, is he a magician or a Lord himself? Bhagavan did not want his mother to do Brahma Vichara. He wants her pure love as a mother. Bhagavan made the vision disappear. Here Lord did not tell a lie. He did not eat mud, but the whole earth is in his stomach. This Prithvi means Raj. Raja means dust. So he is Sattva Pradhan. So Bhagavan is accepting some Rajoguna to do some work in this world. Otherwise he is all pure Sattva. Mother Earth stands for Kshama. To live in this world, we should have Kshama. Without that, you can't live in this world. Now Raja Parikshit asked, what punya this couple had done to enjoy Bhagavan like this? Shuka Maharshi says, like Devaki and Vasudeva, these people also did great tapas in their previous lives. Nanda Baba was Drona among Vasus and his wife was Dhara. They wanted to enjoy the bliss of childhood of Bhagavan. Drona means a cup made up of leaves. Because Donna bolte hai na Hindi mein. Haan, wahi. Drona. And Dhara means holding. But your mind has to become a cup to hold that bliss of Lord. One day Yashodaji was busy doing her work. Bhagavan was sleeping and got up immediately. Whenever he gets up, he wants to see his mother immediately. She came and took him to her lap and started feeding him while churning for butter with both hands. While doing this, the milk that was kept on the stove came up spilling all over. She left the child on the ground and ran to save the milk. Bhagavan got angry. She thought the milk is more important than me. He broke the pot of curd in front of him. He knew Yashodaji will be angry. So he ran from there and sat on a mortar, hiding old butter in the hollow of the mortar and feeding himself and feeding the monkeys. Yashodaji came back and saw the mess he made. Got really angry this time. You are really a menace. And I will tie you down today. To tie him, she has to run after him and to catch. It was very difficult because children run very fast. That also Yashodaji was a little older lady. But finally she caught him and wanted to tie him on that mortar. But the rope was not enough, 2 inches less. But she looked at him. He's not increasing his size. But again she got more rope, but still again 2 inches less. But she was determined to tie him today. Sweating, panting, angry. By the time all the gopis surrounding, they came and watched the whole drama, what is happening. And then they instigated her also, saying that, when we were complaining that he stole butter from our house, you don't believe. Now it happened in your own house. Now can you not believe it? Like that they were chadao. Then she got more angry now. And she was determined to tie him. And finally, sweating, panting, angry, seeing the mother's condition, Bhagavan yielded. And otherwise, how can one tie that Lord who is neither inside nor outside, nay, who is the universe itself, sporting as a human being? How can she tie? 2-inch short means our I-ness and minus. These are the 2-inch. Now he is bound, she said, now tired, you stay here, and she got busy with the work. And Bhagavan started crawling with all the weight, slowly went out. There were 2 trees, Yamalarjuna trees, Arjuna trees. He went through the 2 trees. The motor got stuck, but the Lord pulled it, and the trees fell. Now you see, Bhagavan held the trees at 45 degrees without allowing to fall down. If it fall down, the noise will be there, the people will come and look at what happened. So to avoid that, he did not allow the tree to fall. But then, out of that tree root, the base, the 2 divine beings came out of that tree. They were the sons of Kubera, Nalakubera and Manikriva. They were under the curse of Narada. They misbehaved with Narada and behaved without any shame. They were taking bath in the Mandakini river, naked standing, and the girls were with them. They covered themselves when they saw Narada, but these people stood there without minding Narada. Narada got angry and he said, you stand there naked like a tree. Once they were cursed, they repented for what they did. Narada gave Shapa Moksha that you will be freed from Lord Krishna. And they appeared and prayed to Lord and prayed to the Lord and said, may we not forget your lotus feet. First they requested, we have been witnessing your Bala Leela. We want to continue to remain here. Bhagavan said, no, your time is over. You go back to your own abode in what you call your Kubera's place. Then they disappeared. Then Bhagavan made the tree fall down. A great noise heard by all. Now whenever any noise comes, Yashodaji comes out first. She knew something her little boy must have done. Among the fallen trees, our Lord is sitting joyously. No scratch on his body. Nanda Baba came and he lifted him and untied him. And he asked, who tied you? And he looked at mother. Bhagavan did not say, he looked at mother. And mother was feeling ashamed of herself. How can I get angry? He said, how can you get angry with my little baby? How can you tie him? My sweet little baby. She said, oh, you don't know him. Bhagavan accepts bandhanam to release his devotees from bandhanam. Now all the people thought that the Gokul is not a good place. So many accidents are happening one after another. Now they said, we will all move to Vrindavan. Now all of them, the whole village moved to Vrindavan. By the time Krishna and Balram grew up, they become 5-year-old. Nanda Baba said, you can take the calf for grazing. Next day morning, little Krishna was so enthusiastic to go and graze the calves, and a little stick and a blanket on his shoulder, a blue horn, and a lunch bucket in his hand. He was so excited to take them out. One day he saw a strange calf among his calves. This one is new, a stranger. Because Bhagavan knew everyone's by name. Now he took that calf and wheeling him round and round, hurled him to the top of a Kapila tree. The Rakshasa died. His huge carcass fell down. The boy extolled Krishna's feet and danced around him with joy. It's called Vatsasura. Vatsasura was his name. Now you see, Putana stands for avidya, Shakatasura stands for materialism, Trinavarta stands for lust, storm of lust. Vatsasura, sweet, affectionate attachment. Like how the calf runs to the cow. The same way here, sweet attachment is difficult to go. Only Bhagavan can remove that. Now every day one thing or other exploits will be there. The children report to their parents about Krishna's exploits. Now another day, Bhagasura, the brother of Putana, came. He felt, my sister was killed by this little boy, I will take revenge. So he came and attacked in the form of a crane with a sharp beak. The monster rushed towards Krishna and swallowed Krishna. And all the children who were watching, they were amazed. Now what to do? They didn't know what to do. They cried out for help. In one of the Puranas it is said, all the Devatas came to help. But this Bakasura was so strong, no Devata could help. But Bhagavan, what he did, inside the stomach of Bakasura, he started feeling burning. It was so hot for him, he could not contain Krishna. So he had to vomit him out. So he naturally brought him out. And then again this Bhagasura tried to attack Krishna. But Krishna lifted, holding his both beaks, and pulled him out and killed him. So tore him down to death. Now Bhagasura stands for hypocrisy, pretentiousness, damba. Damba means susya anyatha prakadanam, pretending to be someone else. Then a great asura, Akhasura, came in the form of python. Children looked at it and saw a great, it came and opened the mouth and stood there. Children thought that it is a cave. Now Akha means sin. The one who is sin incarnate. Sin means that which pollutes your mind. Pati, rakshati ajnanam is papaha. So that which protects your ajnanam is called papa. It looked like a python. Children were curious and entered the mouth of that cave like mouth of python. That was actually mouth of python. Bhagavan saw that all my friends gone inside, and he also entered to save them. That is what the Asura wanted. Asura was waiting for it. He closed his mouth, intending to kill the entire gang along with Krishna. But he couldn't, Bhagavan understood it. Immediately, Lord increased his size, and he broke open his head and came out. The Rakshasa died, and to the surprise of everybody, a Jyoti came out of him and merged with the Lord. Akhasura got mukti. Now, this was reported by Narada to Brahmaji. Shuka Maharshi was narrating the story. He said after 1 year, the boys narrated the story of Akhasura's killing to their parents as though it happened today. Naturally, Parikshit was curious and asked why it happened today, but why after 1 year they narrated. Then he answered, our Brahmaji, who is the Devata for Buddhi, started thinking how this Akhasura, who is sin incarnate, how he get liberated so easily. I have not written this in his fate. What is this little boy doing? He forgot about Bhagavan's Leela. Sometimes even very intelligent people also get deluded. That's why there are books written, no? Why smart people commit dumb mistakes. Some books written. Now Brahmaji wanted to test Bhagavan Krishna. Look at this. Now, see, after killing the python, all the children were hungry. So all the kids, after the death of Akhasura, sat around for their meal after tying their calves where there were plenty of grass. Now the habit of Krishna and the Gopas were whatever food from wherever house, whichever house they bring, they will put together and join, they mix it together and then they share each other. That is how their habit was. It is called Vanabhojanam. Now here, Shuka Maharshi described Bipratvenam Jadarapatayoho Sringavetreja Kakshe Vame Panau Masrana Kavalam Tatphala Nyangulishu. The scene, Devatas were watching from the heaven. Aho Bhagyam, these children, because Bhagavan sitting amongst them with a ball of curd rice in his right palm and various pickled, morumalaga, pickled condiments between his fingers. And he sat in the midst of his friends, cutting jokes and laughing. The celestial looked on, steeped in wonder. Aho Bhagyam. The calves moved to a deeper part of the forest. Brahmaji took the calves and hid in a cave. Children were alarmed and said, hey, where are our calves now? Krishna said, stay here, I will go and search for them. He went in search of them, but could not find them. And when he came back, the cowherd friends are also disappeared. Brahmaji took them and hid them all in a secret cave and made them all unconscious. Now Bhagavan understood immediately, oh, Brahmaji want to test my powers. Okay. Then what Bhagavan did, he himself became the calves and the boys exactly like before. Only thing that the parents felt more love towards the boys and the mother cow yielded more milk for the sake of its calves. Now 1 year is equal to 1 moment for Brahmaji. He came back and looked. Everything is going on very good as before in Vrindavan. And where he hid the boys and the calves, they are there safe. No change there. Then again he looked at those calves and children. What did he see was, it was Krishna, little Krishna. Hundreds of Krishna walking around. Then he understood the Lord's Maya is greater than his tricks, and went and fell at the feet of Lord and asked forgiveness. Brahmaji's stuti is very beautiful. Some of the highlights I will tell you. He says, one who sees God's grace in everything, in sorrow and happiness, for that person mukti is easy. Then he said, once the child is in mother's womb, how the child kicks the mother. The mother do not consider kicking. Actually, it is delightful to the mother. She doesn't consider it is an offense. So for our offense is not considered an offense to you, who is like a mother to all of us. So please forgive us. It's a nice prayer, isn't it? So whatever mistake you make and you tell Bhagavan, you are like our mother, forgives. Bhagavan blessed Brahmaji and he left for his abode. Now look at this. All Rakshasas represented some negativity in us. Some Devatas were also, but they were humbled but not destroyed. That is how we have to look at ourselves. Some qualities are such, it cannot be destroyed but humbled or corrected. We must destroy the negativities, but virtue should be there. Brahmaji stands for our creativity, and one should not be proud of such creativity. It should be considered a gift from the Lord. Now, next story. Once there was a Dhenukasura. Balram killed Dhenukasura. Dhenukasura was in a donkey form. The story is the boys went to Krishna, said, not far from here, there is a palm grove where sweet smelling fruits are there. Bhagavan said, okay, go and enjoy. But they said, it is guarded by an asura whose name is Dhenukasur. He is in the form of a donkey. Now Balramji said, every time you are killing Rakshasa, give me also a chance now. So Balram said, okay. Bhagavan said, okay, go. Let me handle this, he said. He went and shook the palm trees and made the fruits fall down. The asura approached him in anger. But Rama caught hold of him by the legs and whirled him round and round with one arm. With that, Asura died and his dead body was thrown to the top of a big palm tree. All the other Asuras came, provoked and attacked Balram and Krishna, but they were no match to our heroes. Dhenukasura stands for hoarding wealth. Hoarding wealth like a donkey. Lord does not like anyone hoarding wealth for himself. It should be available to the needy. The next story is Kaliyamardhanam. One day, Rama and Krishna was not there. The boys went near Yamuna and they felt thirsty. Not knowing that the water is poisoned by Kaliya's poison, they drank the water and fell down dead. When Bhagavan went and saw his friends fallen dead, but Bhagavan looked at them with his Sanjeevani Drishti and received them to life. They all went and reported this to their parents. Then one day Bhagavan thought that this Yamunaji is polluted by Kaliya's poison. It should be purified. One day he got up early and without telling anyone, not even his brother Balram, he went to Yamuna. Now why did he not tell Balram? Because Balram is an avatar of Sheshanag. He is from the same family. If I fight with Kaliya, he may take his side, you see. So Bhagavan climbed on the Kadamba tree and using as a diving board, jumped into the river. Now a question is asked. See, because of Kaliya's poison, no tree around this Kalindi survived. Even birds flying, they fall down dead. How come this Kadamba tree survived? There's a question asked. The answer is given in Narayaniyam. Pattadri gives an answer to this question. He said that when Garuda took Amrit from heaven, and as he was flying, he came and stopped, rested on this particular tree. And that time one drop fell down, and because of that, this Kadamba tree survived. Anyway, so taking this as a diving board, Bhagavan jumped into the river. Bhagavan and Kalindi were both dark in complexion. Now hearing the noise, the serpent thought that his home is being invaded. He came out seeing Krishna, but started biting him all over. And not only that, he coiled round Krishna, hiding him from view. By the time the news spread all over Vrindavan, and all the Vrajavasis came running along with Yashoda, Nandababa and Balram. When they saw their Lord was seen coiled round by this poisonous snake, Kaliya, their hearts broke. Yashoda wanted to jump and save the child. Even Nandababa also wanted to jump and rescue the Lord. But seeing their anxiety, Balram stopped them. Balram said, see, don't you know his glory? From childhood onwards, how many Rakshasas came, tried to kill him, but anything happened to him? Only the Rakshasas died. Haven't you seen that? You wait and see. A beautiful episode is going to happen. He said, to see the beautiful scene here. Meantime, Lord slipped from the grip of the snake and jumped onto his 5 hoods and started dancing with his flute in hand. Now look at this, flowing water of Yamuna down, and the platform is the hood of snake, which is slippery. Now with a gap in between 2 hoods. Now here Bhagavan is jumping from one hood to another. And Sukamarshi says, Akhila Kaladi Guru Nanartha. The Lord is the first Guru for all fine arts. He stamped his head and made his head bend and lost all vigor. The Kaliya's all vigor lost, and so much so that he can't even tell sorry now. Then his wives came. They pleaded with Bhagavan, O Lord, spare his life so that we don't become widows. Whatever papas he has done, With the touch of your lotus feet, all his papas are purified. So please spare his life. Bhagavan said, all right, Kaliya, you leave this place and go to the island Ramanaka. I heard Ramanaka island is near Fiji island. Kaliya said, if I go there, what about your Vahanam, Garuda? He will kill me. Bhagavan said, because of a curse, the Garuda will not come to this river Kalindi. Bhagavan said, he will see my footprints on your head. He will not touch you. So therefore go. So Kaliya was assured of this and went away to Ramanaka island to live in the midst of the sea. Thus the waters in Yamuna was purified once again. Nowadays, so many Kaliyas are polluting our rivers, releasing all kinds of chemicals. Even Gangaji is polluted. Now, 5-hooded snake represents our 5 senses, living in the poisonous waters of senses. Only Bhagavan can save us. Sense objects are more dangerous than poison, because looking at it, you get affected. Poison get affected only when you drink it. But here, sense objects are such that looking at it, you get affected. Only those sense pleasures which reminds you of Lord's glory, that alone one should get involved. Then, next story is, there was one Pralambasur. He was also killed by Balramji. Pralambasur means Mr. Lambu. A game they played, the rule is that the defeated person should carry the winner. This Asura entered all these children were playing Gopas, disguising as one of the Gopas. But Bhagavan recognized him. Now Balram defeated this Asura because he has to carry Balram on his back. He thought that he can take him to a remote corner and kill him. But Balram understood his trick and confronted him and killed him. Pralambasur is representing our greed. It keeps on increasing all the time. It is to be destroyed. Then once it so happened that they went to Munjadavi. Suddenly they were caught up in forest fire. All his friends and cows were burning in fire. Lord opened his mouth and swallowed the whole fire, and they all were protected from this fire. There is no wonder. Purusuktam says, Mukhad Indraschagnischa Pranat Vayurajayata. So from his mouth only fire came. Naturally he can swallow fire. Now what about Gopikas? Every day morning the Lord went away to forest. For them the day looks like a yuga for them. They used to take delight in seeing the Lord returning from the forest. Then there is a description of season, very poetically given. Goswami Tulsidas gave the same in Kishkinda Kand from the mouth of Sri Rama. Now, what about flute? Magic of Krishna's flute. There's a description here. Different names are given to his flute. Vamshi, Murali, Venu. All descriptions are there. Some played only to attract Brahmadi Devatas, one for animals and plants, one Venu to attract only gopis, When he used to play that, hearing the music, even Yamunaji stopped flowing. Cows stopped eating grass. Calves stopped drinking milk. These gopis sitting together, but mentally imagine the Lord is doing this, doing that, all the time thinking about this little Krishna. Now we have to go next. Hemant Ritu came. In Vrajabhumi there were so many gopikas, gopis. Their job was to tender cows and milk them and make curds and butter and sell them. All the time they used to chant Krishna, 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 Krishna. Some were small kids and kumarikas and some were married, but all of them were attracted to the Lord. Some were, who were these gopikas and gopas? Some were siddhas, seekers, very beginners in the spiritual path. Who were these gopikas? During Ramavatara time, wherever Ramchandraji went, the women were attracted to him. The Lord blessed them, saying that next life in the form of gopis. Janakpuri, Vedamant also, those girls were attracted to him. They also became gopis. Veda mantras, yogis who were fascinated by the Lord, all were born as gopis this time of in this avatara time. Now these kumarikas were worshipping Katyayani for getting Lord as their husband. These girls were going to the river in the morning and taking bath and praying to Katyayani. Katyayani Mahamaye Mahayoginyadhishri Nandagopasudam Devi Patimme Kurute Namaha. And their clothes were on the banks of the river. Bhagavan took all of them and went up the tree. These girls, after a bath, came to get their clothes, were surprised to see their clothes are missing. Then found the Lord on top of the tree with a flute singing away. They said, "Oh Krishna, please give us our clothes." I said, "Okay, come and get it." But how can we come out of the water? They were only 6 or 7-year-old kids, and Krishna was only 8 years old. Then they said, "We are your servant, then you should listen to your master. If you don't listen, we will tell Yashodaji." "Okay, go and tell her." Then they looked at each other and went to him. He dropped the clothes from above. Bhagavan said, "You are performing vratam, but taking bath in the river without clothes. Dharmashastra says, without clothes you should not take bath. Therefore, to save you only I did this. Nandagnas snanam acharet." So, it is an insult to Varuna Devata. So that is why. And Bhagavan afterwards blessed them. Your desire will be fulfilled. Now, this Jnana Rahasyam for this particular episode, we are wearing clothes. What are they? Panchakosha. Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya koshas. Unless we remove those, we cannot. Room is not physically attachment to it, identification with it. Unless we remove that identification, we cannot realize the truth. Where these clothes remain dedicated to the Lord, those who studied Vedanta, they will understand it. Now next Leela. Once Gopas were very hungry and asked the Lord, Bhagavan said, "Some Brahmanas have come from Mathura and they are doing some ritual here. Ask them, Ram and Krishna want food." They went and asked, but they did nothing. Then boys came back. Then Bhagavan said, go back and tell their wives. Those ladies, when they heard Krishna is here and he wants food, they said, we will come ourselves and give food to the Lord. They were not afraid of their husbands or Kamsa. Why the husband did not respond? Because they were afraid of Kamsa, or they wanted to protect Krishna. If Kamsa come to know that these Brahmanas met him, he will know he is the one he is after. But the ladies were not afraid of anything. They went to the Lord with food. Bhagavan said, thank you very much. Now you go back, remember me. And he blessed them. After that, another episode in Vrajabhumi, there were some hectic activities were going on. Even though the Lord knows everything, he approached his father. How is it that you are all excited? If it is a sacrificial ceremony, what is it that expected from this? He said, Antagopa said, we are worshipping Indra Devata. That is why all the preparation going on. Bhagavan asked, why? That he is the one who gives us rain. Then he asked, suppose you don't worship him, what will happen? Then Indra get angry and we will be in trouble. But what Bhagavan wanted is that these people should not do any worship out of fear. At the same time, he wanted to humble the pride of Indra. Indra thought that it is his right to get offering from people. Actually, it is his duty to give showers at appropriate time. That is why he is appointed there. Nanda Baba, he said, what Indra can do? Karma is the one what gives the result. Even if there is a God, he can give result only according to your karma. If you have done the karma, the result should be there. Therefore, we should worship Govardhanagiri. That Parvat, that mountain is the one giving us all wealth. That is necessary for our cows and calves. He spoke in such an eloquent way, everybody accepted it. So all the offering prepared for Indrayajna went to the mountain. And Bhagavan Krishna assumed the form of Govardhan and ate all that was offered. That is why today also they celebrate Annakut, preparing so much food and offering to Krishna. Now Indra got angry. He showered rain like in the Pralaya time. Thick stream of water poured heavily. The whole Vrajabhumi was in flood. People sought shelter under the Lord. Bhagavan lifted the mountain with his little finger on the left hand and held the mountain. And in that hollow, he invited all to come and settle down. I think since then in Hindi, this usage came, "Ye to mera baएं हाथ का काम है." Not even a drop of water came inside. Those boys came and said, okay, we will also help you. All his friends came. And they brought their stick and tried to support the mountain. Thereafter, whenever Bhagavan said, I saved you by lifting over the mountain, the boys used to say, don't say that, we also helped you. Now 7 days and night went on. Then Indra saw that all these people are having actually a good time. He stopped everything and waiting for a chance to meet Bhagavan secretly came and met Bhagavan. He apologized for his rash action. Bhagavan said, don't expect people to worship you in fear. If they worship you, it is their greatness. But don't demand. It is like asking for bribe. Indra Devata understood. Okay, Lord. Then Kamadhenu was pleased with Bhagavan because Indra wanted to kill them, all these cows and calves. But Bhagavan saved them. So she was so pleased. And she wanted to give a bath to Bhagavan with her milk. So Kamadhenu wanted to bathe him with milk. That is how he got this name Govinda. And seeing that, Indra also wanted to give him a bath. So he took Ganges water through what you call Airavata and gave him a bath. After, anyway, milk bath, you have to take a pure water shower also. That was appropriate. Now, after this particular episode, everyone started asking Nanda Baba, who is this child? Is it really your child? Nanda Baba said, Garga Rishi had told me that this boy is like Bhagavan Narayana only. Oh, okay, then it is fine. We thought that he is your child. Then one day Nanda Baba was taken away by Varuna Devata. Lord Krishna went and brought him back from there. Varuna, he was taking a bath at the appropriate time because inappropriate time, not appropriate time. Because he was having a fast. The fast was broken at a certain time, midnight. So he was taking a bath and then, the river also, it seemed that they sleep. You should not go and disturb at that time. So Nanda Baba did that and Varuna Devada's attendants caught him and took him to his place, Varuna Loka. And immediately this was reported, your father drowned. So Bhagavan jumped into the river and finally reached Varuna's place. When Varuna Devata saw Bhagavan has come, he got up from his own seat throne and made Bhagavan sit there and worshipped him. And Nanda Baba was looking at this. My little fellow is getting worshipped by the gods. Who is he? And the Varuna Devata said, I don't know whether to punish my attendant or reward them. Because of them only I got the chance to see you. So therefore I reward them. Then Nanda Baba came back and started narrating this episode. Then all the men came to Krishna saying that please make us realize your real state. Let us have a darshan of your state. Then Bhagavan gave them darshan of his Saguna Rupa. That Vaikunta darshanam they all had. Then finally the ultimate Nirguna Sarupa also. As a result, they all went into Samadhi and realized the truth. Now comes the important portion. After the Lord conquering Varuna Devata, Varuna stands for Rasanendriya and Jananendriya. Unless one conquers both, one cannot attain the bliss of Ishvara Sakshatkar. When all negativities are destroyed, the mind becomes pure. The Gopas had their experience. Now who is left? The Gopis. Now Bhagavan decided to bless the Gopikas. Sing some.
Gopal Radhe Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopal Pal Radhe Krishna Govinda Govinda Pal Gopal Radhe Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopal Gopal, 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 Pal, Gopal, 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 Radhe Krishna, Govinda, Govinda, Gopal. Gopal Radhe Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopal 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 Gopal, 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 Gopal. Gopal, Radhe Krishna, Govinda, Govinda, 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 Gopal. Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki.
Bhagavan apita ratri Saradotpulla Mallika Viksharantam Manachakre Yogamayamupashridaha. When it was Sharat Ritu, Lord Krishna decided to enact a long promised play with the gopis. He struck a note on his flute. It is a klimbijam. He struck a note on his flute, only gopis could hear. Once they heard the music, whatever they were doing, they left that. Nishamya Geetam Tadanangavardhanam Prajastriya Krishna Grihita Manasa. Very beautiful. Hearing those love-inspiring notes, the minds of the women of Vraja flew to Krishna. With their earrings dangling in their agitation, they hurried to thee. Lord, no single one knew the movement of others. Even though they were walking side by side, they did not know each other because of their mind was totally absorbed in Bhagavan. And Sukadev describes here, Some people, some gopikas were milking the cow. They stopped that and ran. Some were massaging the feet of her husband. She heard the music, she left that. The husband in halfway, poor guy, he was sitting there. Some were decorating their face, makeup, and one eye they put this kajal, another one he forgot, they ran away. Limpyanna pravrjanyo anya anjantya kancha lochane vyatyasta vastrabharanaha kaschis krishnantikam yayuhu. Vyatyasta vastrabharanaha. See, they were trying to wear the sari. What happened? They heard this music. They forgot how to wear. And that is how this Gujarati style wearing came. The Gopikas introduced that fashion. Now, finally they reached. And Bhagavan said, welcome to all of you. Swagatam vo mahabhagaha priyam kim karavaniha vrajasya namayam kachit brutagamana karanam. He says, welcome to you all. Is everything okay in Vraja? The way you are running and coming, it looks like something is wrong there. What happened? As though Bhagavan didn't know, he is the one who... Then they looked at each other. He is the one called us, now he is asking. And Bhagavan gave advice to them. Matarap pitarap putra bhratarap patayaschaja Vijinvanti hyabashyanto makritam bandhu sadharam Drishtam vanam kusumidam rakeshagara sanchitam Yamuna lililike upalappa shopiyate Tatyat machiram goshtam sushrushatvam patintati Rindandi vatsa balachatan pariyata dukhyata Vartuhu sushrushanam strinam parodharbo hyamaya tadbandhunam kasyabhyaha prajanam chanushopasham. Your duty as a housewife, your duty is to take care of your husband and children and family. That is your duty. Now here gives, This is written here, that is why I am reading, because then you don't complain to me. He said, even the husband is dushilaha, durbhagaha, vriddaha, jadaha, arokya, athanopiva, patihi, stribhirna, hatavyaha, loke upsida pataki. Unless that husband is a notorious criminal. But even if he is a dushilaha, he has a bad habit, Durbhagaha, he has no money or anything. And Vriddaha, suppose he is older than you. Jadaha means, idiot, total, continental idiot. Arogyahanaha means with a person who is sick all the time. And such a husband also, you should not discard him or renounce him. Unless he is a criminal. So leaving everybody, you have come here. So those are married, they should serve your husband and others. If you are so much in love of me, then mentally worship me and go about doing your duties. This is the advice Bhagavan said. Now gopis looked at each other and thought, what is this? It's called Pranaya Geetam. Maivam viborhati bhavan gatitam nrishamsam Santyaccha sarva vishayan tava padamulam Bhakta bhajasva duravagrahamatyajasman Devo yathati purusho bhajate mumukshun. It is not proper for you to speak such harsh words. For we have given up everything and come to you. Now you are teaching us dharma. But Bhagavan, tell me something. We have to look at our husband, children, mother as God and worship. For what purpose? To purify ourselves. To gain for what? Of purifying their mind for what? To gain you. To gain Bhagavan. But when that God Himself is here with us, then what is the point of worshipping an idol? When the Lord Himself is in front of us. The highest dharma, param dharma, we heard that it is to attain the Lord. To prepare the mind for gaining that highest dharma, all other duties are told. We have done our duties. Now we have come to you. You are asking us to go back. And also will tell you, they are temporary relatives. But you are there in all living beings. From the beginning of creation, you are there. Husband is dear to us because you are there in him. And we want to seek you. And therefore we have come to you. You want us to go back for what? You said, you yourselves sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. All these teaching you have given. We have given up all our dharmas and come to you seeking shelter. Now that we have come to you, you are asking to go back. Our mind is totally with you. Pado padam na chalataha. We cannot walk. Our legs are stuck here now. We can't move. Finally they said, we are not going to go back. We will sit in meditation and merge with you. And you will be responsible for the mass murder. Think about it. Now Bhagavan heard this. He felt that they passed the test. Now let us dance. This is called Ras. Rasanam Samuhaha Ras. When one Purusha and so many women dance around is called Rasa. So there are Indriya Rasas are there, literature, Sahitya Rasa is there, but all worldly joys are not complete. But this Ras is Brahmananda, which is complete Ananda. Paramatma alone is Ananda Sarupaha. Actually, this Ras is the final experience. What is that? Dance with God. It is not a sport of desire or lust. This Leela of dance is a conquest of Kama. Brahmananda comes only when the mind is pure. 10th canto, as I was telling, it is the heart. 5 chapters of Rasa Leela, Rasa Krida is the Pancha Pranas. He was only 8 years of age. These gopis were also in different levels of growth. When they started dancing, their attention came to themselves. They started thinking, the Lord of the universe is dancing with me. How fortunate I am. When the attention was shifted from the Lord to themselves, naturally Bhagavan disappeared. Now, once you get something precious and then you lose it, the sorrow is too much. Lord left. These gopikas were searching for him. They went in search of him. And searching, they started asking all Latapatradi, birds, deers, etc. Have you seen our Kanaya? Chittachor, have you seen him? Madly searching for them. Think about in the midnight. Moonlight is there, but midnight they were searching. And slowly one place they found two pair of footsteps going. Oh, this is the way she must have gone. And they traced that, and then one place it was only one pair. Then they imagined. They said, Anaya Ratito Nunam. So in Bhagavatam, there is no mention of Radha. Because it is said, Shuka Maharshi, in his previous birth, he was the pet of Radha as parrot. And he happened to see Radha Krishna together. And he was a devotee of Radha. So in this life, he became Shuka Brahma. He doesn't want to remember Radha. Suppose he remembers Radha, he will go into Samadhi. So he has a job to do. He has to teach Parikshit Bhagavatam. So he doesn't want to remember Radhaji. So therefore, there is no particular mention of Radha here. But there is indirectly said, Anaya Rathito Nunam. There is a prayoga here. They said the Gopikas telling each other that this Gopi who has gone with Bhagavan, she must have been a great devotee than us. She must have done Aradhana much better than us. See, they were not jealous. That is the greatness of bhakti. If simple love, ordinary material love, what happened? There is jealousy comes. But here you see it's a pure love. There is no jealousy. There is no possessiveness. And Anaya Radhito Nunam, it was believed to be Radha with him. Then afterwards Radha also walked with him. And afterwards she started, the ladies realized, oh, I am the only one. So she was a little proud. Then started showing some nakara, Bhagavan, I am tired. Then what is to be done? Lift me, carry me. Then Bhagavan said, okay, you want me to carry? Okay, you sit, climb on my back. So he went down, and when she tried to climb out, he disappeared. She fell down. Then these people, these ladies were searching, they found Radha sitting there and crying. And they understood what happened. You don't have to explain. Now they all came. Somebody said, whenever you lose something, you should go the same place where you lost and then search. So we lost him in the banks of river, Kalindi. So we go back. They all went back and started enacting Bhagavan's stories from childhood onwards. Then finally, they started singing Bhagavan's glory. It's called Gopika Geetam, very famous. The entire Gopika Geetam, I will not be able to take it. We have a book there, you can buy and read nicely. Opyujuhu Jayati Tetikam Krishna Janmana Vraja Sayata Indira Krishna Shashwatatrahi Deita Drishyatam Krishna Dikshutavaka Toyitritasava Toyitritasava Krishna Tvam Vichinvate Charatu Dasare Krishna Satu jata sat Sarasijodara Krishna Sri Mushadrisha Suratanatha te Krishna Shulkadasika Varatanignato Krishna Neha Kimvata Vishajalapyayat Krishna Vyalarachasat Varshamarutat Krishna Vaidyutanalat Vishamayatmajat Krishna Vishwatobhayat Rishapate Vayam Krishna Rakshitamuhu Nakalu Gopika Krishna Nandano Bhavan Akila Dehinam Krishna Antaratmadre Likhita Satito Krishna Vishwaguptaye Sakha Udeyivat Krishna Sattvatam Kule Tava Kathamritam Krishna Tapta Jivanam Kavipireditam Krishna Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Krishna Srimadatam Bhuvi Grinandite Krishna Bhurita Jana. This Vrajabhumi is glorious because of your taking birth here. It has become more beautiful. Jayati tedikam janmana tava shaya indira shashutatrahi. Lakshmi Devi leaving Vaikunta, she started living here now. And you give her company. But we are the residents here. You neglect us. And you left us. We are searching for you. Then she says, you are Shulkadasika. We are your unpaid servants. You have killed us with your eyes. And you have saved us from many calamities. All kinds of calamity. Vishajalayat, Kaliya's poison, you saved us. And from the anger of Indra, you saved us. All this saving, what did you do? Why? What for you did? Just to kill us now? If you think we take you for granted, it is said, Nakhalu Gopika Nandanam Bhavan Nandano Bhavan Nakhalu Gopika Nandano Bhavan Akhila Dehinam Antaratmadrika. If you think that we have taken you for granted, it is not true. We know that you are not the son of Gopika, but you are the inner self or Antaratmadrik, inner self of all. You have assumed this special avatar at the request of Brahmaji to protect all of us. If that is the case, how can you desert us like this? There is another reading also, which the Gopikas are angry. They say, Nakhalu Gopika Nandano Bhavan. I don't think you are the Gopika's son. Why? That Gopika, that is Yashodaji, is such a kind-hearted person. How can you, such a hard-hearted person, be born to such a noble lady? Akhila Dehinam Antaratmadrik Nakhalu. You are not the inner self of all living beings. Why? If you are the Antaratmadrik, you know our condition. You could have come. Now you are still not coming. That means you are not. Vikhana sarthito Vishwaguptaye Saka Udeyivan Sattvatangkule. And you are requested by Brahmaji and others, You have taken this form to save us. But what are you doing? Nakhalu. You are not. Why are you torturing us? So I don't think you are that also. So therefore, please appear before us. And they say that, Bhagavan, you think that we don't love you. Because a person who loves so much a person, the moment he leaves you, that person also will commit suicide, isn't it? And you are still talking, you are singing and all that. That means what? You don't love me. If you think that, that is not the case. Why? Because we are still alive. Because we have this particular desire. Tava kathamurdam tapta jivanam kavivirididam kanmashapaham shravana mangalam srimadadatam bhuvi gunantite bhurita janaha. We want to hear the story, nectarine stories of you. And this nectar is such that it is unlike the other nectar, amrit in the heaven. Those amrit you drink, you will live longer. The longer days are given for you to suffer, isn't it? Because that's why devatas also suffer from the hands of kasuras. But here this amrita of your stories are like better amrita than the other one. We call tapta jivanam. It is different. The nectar gave life but not remove suffering of the samsara. But your stories are the one remove of all our sins. And only just listening to it, Savana Mangalam, goodness will come to you, auspiciousness will come to you. It will remove all our sorrows and all our sins. That is the greatness of your katha. So those who give this kathamrit is the real giver. Then they say, we used to keep on waiting for you. And when we saw you, our eyelids were falling. We used to curse even Brahmaji for giving us eyelids. We did not like any obstruction, even for a fraction of a second. We can't even bear the thought of you walking barefoot in the jungles. And we are afraid to keep those delicate feet on our chest, which is harder than your lotus feet. Please, please, Lord, come. And Sukamarshi says, they started crying. He says, how rurutu suswaram rajan. They cried melodiously. How can somebody cry melodiously? Why? Because when you weep for the Lord, it is melodious. When you weep for worldly things, it is apaswaram. And Bhagavan heard these words. Now the Lord appeared before them. How? Sakshat Manmatha Manmatha. Bhagavan is equal to 1,000 Kamadeva. Then this gopis, suddenly when they saw him, they didn't know what to do. Everyone jumped up with joy. And Bhagavan said, now let us dance. The whole crowd was so overwhelmed with his presence, with joy. They danced in joy with the Lord. Suddenly, in this prasanga of Rasalila, one gopi wanted to ask a question. Look at this. Bhagavan said, now this time, what is this question answer session? Gopika said, look, there are some people, they say, if you love me, I love you. This is one type. Second type, some love even those who have no love for them. There are still others who have no love for any. neither those who love them nor for those who do not. Now love for anybody. Please say, which is the most virtuous one? Means what? Which category you belong? That is what they are asking. Bhagavan said, okay, number one, those who receive love and then reciprocate, they are selfish lovers. That is business-like. You love me, I love you. It's a business-like. Second type, those who love anyway without expecting anything in return. They are compassionate people like parents. Children misbehave, still they love them. Then the third category, those who love none, they fall into two categories. Number one, ungrateful people, or two, person is enlightened person. Because he sees only oneself. Question of loving come only when they see two. The one who sees oneself, there is no question of love. Bhagavan smiled. You know why you are asking this question, I know. Because you love me so much and I don't love you. Yes, that is what we are telling. But the truth is different. I love you too much. Hey, don't bluff. Why did you disappear? Okay, I tell you one thing. As we have seen, when a person works hard and gets a precious thing, then he loses it, his sorrow is too much. Then again, when he gets it back, his joy is doubled. It is true or not? Yes, that is why I disappeared. He did not say your attention was turned towards you. That is why I disappeared. He didn't say that. I know it is difficult to renounce everything and come, and you have given your life to me. I remain ever indebted to you for life. In this Rasa Leela, Bhagavan Ishvara and fulfilled the desires of Gopikas in a particular way. He fulfilled that. It is not a Kama Leela. Because Bhagavan conquered all devatas, you have seen, Indra Devata, Varuna Devata, Brahmaji, all devatas he conquered. But Kamadev was proud of his power. He came and told Bhagavan, what about me? You have not conquered me. Then Bhagavan asked, you are my child, what is there for me to conquer you? But Kamadev challenged him, saying that a full moon night, surrounded by thousands of beautiful ladies, and you alone standing there, you never get affected by this, then I will accept you. Therefore, it is not Kama Leela, but Kama Vijaya Leela. When Kamadeva saw that, he was ashamed. Palashruti, though our Shukamarshi says that Bhagavan danced with gopis like ocean dancing with waves. What a beautiful expression. Or a child playing with his own shadow. When whoever hears or recites again and again, that devotee attained the highest devotion to the Lord. He quickly overcome lust, the universal heart disease of mankind. Okay. Oh, I took 5 more minutes. Okay, we can stop here. Can take a break. We'll come back and we'll move on to the next story. Okay.